Sudan says it's determined to press for President Omar al-Bashir to become the African Union's next chairman. But that's not going to be easy when the 53-member AU tries to select a new chairman in the Ethiopian capital, Addis Ababa, this week. As Jeff Koinange reports, one issue presents a major stumbling block to Mr. Bashir's candidacy. Well, amid the growing international opposition to Mr. al-Bashir's candidacy, Dapo Ayewale joins me with some perspective on that issue. And he's the Executive Director of the Centre for African Policy and Peace Strategy, or CAPS. Good morning to you. Good to have us with you this morning. How likely do you think it is that Mr. al-Bashir is going to be sworn in as the chairman?
Well, we're really uncertain as it now, and the indications point to the direction of either Ghana or Tanzania coming up as opposed to Sudan. But I think, you know, like your colleague said, Jeff, it's not only an irony, it would be a great travesty. I mean, we should bear in mind that Khartoum, the government of Khartoum, has some of its officials being investigated by the International Criminal Court for war crimes. They failed to protect civilians. They gave even the African Union a very hard time in extending the mandate of the African Union troops in there. And most importantly, if Bashir on Sudan should become the chair of the African Union, it will put African Union troops in Darfur in arm's way, because the rebel forces have said they will no longer be neutral parties in the conflict, and therefore they'll be fair target for attacks.
So if Sudan does take up the chairmanship, others are likely to walk out of the African Union, is that right?
Well, Chad has come out and said clearly that if that happens, that they are going to step back. And many countries in Central Africa, in West Africa, in Southern Africa, and even internationally have come out to say that they strongly are against this. And we find that even the normal supporters of Sudan, like Libya, for example, are also backtracking. So I think the message is on the wall. This should not happen. The African government should not let it happen.
How does it actually help Sudan, though, if they're excluded again from the chairmanship, because they have been excluded twice? How does it help the situation in Darfur?
Well, it wouldn't help at all. And I think what everyone is saying is that for Sudan to become the chair of the African Union would actually worsen the situation in Darfur. We need to put this in context. It will give Sudan great powers. And it's very much like asking Sudan to become the judge in its own trial.
Human rights groups have been very anti-Sudan taking on the chairmanship, haven't they? They've said it will discredit the office. Do you think that's the case?
It will not only discredit the African Union and the great work it's been doing in trying to reshape the political, social and economic landscape in Africa, particularly in the area of governance, but it will not only discredit it, it will discredit the image of Africa internationally as well. So I do agree.
So what do you expect to happen then in Addis Ababa this week? What are you expecting the outcome to be?
Well, as often what we see on TV is not exactly what is going on. There's a lot of behind-the-scenes diplomacy going on between different governments, and they're trying to convince Sudan to step down. All the indication as at now is that Sudan has not acceded to that suggestion, but I think in the interest of Africa and in the interest of resolving the conflict in not only in Darfur but also in Somalia and different parts of Africa, Sudan should step down.
Now, there is a possibility, isn't there, of a joint African Union and UN force to go into Darfur. Do you think that's likely to be agreed to?
Well, again, Sudan has been one of the stumbling blocks in ensuring that we can get this strong, robust international hybrid force of AU troops and UN troops in Darfur to be able to protect civilians. And that is one of the points. How can we expect Sudan to actually chair the African Union when it's the one undermining this? So we do hope that, that in this instance, that Sudan will not become the chair. And perhaps one very interesting point is that maybe some analysts have said maybe if Sudan should actually chair the African Union, then it's put in the spotlight, and therefore it will actually not be able to be as difficult as it's been. But all indications are that that might not be what would happen. We can't take that chance.
Because Adam, we're going to play half off with Neil Patrick Harris, everybody. Neil Patrick Harris. Thank you, Charlie. How are you, boss? Say hi to Adam. How are you, Adam? What's up, man? Nice to see you. Neil Patrick Harris. Guess it would have been three on the same side. Let's get rid of the boxes, please. High five, okay. Oh. 7 or 10. One of the boxes is empty. 7-10 split. One box is empty. The other box has $10,000 in it. This is all you. 7's the lucky number. 7 is a great number. It's still there. Lucky 7. You gotta go 7. And it's lucky 7. So, what should we do? 7, he says. 7. Lucky 7.
Really?
Come over here, Adam. Step right here. You got $1,000 already. One hand here, one hand here. When I say 3, lift it up. Ready? 1, 2, 3. You got $10,000. Let's get another contestant up here right away. Go ahead, George. Yeah. $10,000 cash money playing half off. 16 boxes. One of them is filled with $10,000. The other ones are empty. All right? 2 boxes now. 6 or 12. Which has the $10,000 in it? 6. 6. Okay, here comes Manuela with box number 6. Here she comes. I hope you're right.
Good luck, you guys.
Even though the box 12 had the number 2 in it. Step right on this side over here. Hand on this side of the box and this side of the box. Okay. When I say 3, lift it up. I hope you're right. 1, 2, 3. Yes, you got it. $10,000. Winner. We'll be right back with more Price is Right after this. Don't go away.